All right, cool. So I've been trading for 1 year now, and I have been unprofitable. And that was last year. And now this year, this month, I have been profitable because I discovered the strategy. And so my goal is to basically, when I was in my first year of day trading, I didn't know nothing was going on. I was seeing all these sharks, right? All my money, scammers, and all that. And it's hard to find a strategy. And I found one. And so I want to basically give back and show live how day trading works, and then as well as, hear my thoughts and my process and all that stuff. So with that said, let's begin. First thing that I do, First thing that I do right here is that we're gonna mark our pre-market high and our pre-market low. This chart right here is SPY, so let's go ahead and do that right off the bat. SPY is not having a lovely day, it looks like. Let's mark our pre-market high. Oh my goodness, what in the world? This is probably the pre-market high, but I'm gonna just focus on this one. But I'll keep an eye though for if we were to pass here, if the price moves above here, I'll keep that pre-market high in mind. But generally, you want to just mark the pre-market high wherever it's at. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and duplicate this, and let's move it all the way down to the pre-market low. And I make this color blue. Anything below here, the stock is underwater, swimming, needs to breathe, needs to come out of there. All right, just like that. This is SPY right here. So I have this chart looking at SPY, and then I have this chart here, which I look at two individual stocks. I hope you guys can see it very well. Yeah, it's very clear. I got Roblox on the top screen, and then I have Peloton on the bottom screen. Let me go ahead and clear up Peloton real quick. Just bear with me here. So right now what I'm doing, the first thing that I do is I'm marking the pre-market high and I'm marking the pre-market low. Very simple. There we go. Now we sit back, we relax, we wait for our opportunity to trade. I'm gonna go ahead and explain what that trade is. What we're looking for, right? We're looking for this. All right, let's scoot this in here real quick for you. Zoom this in for you. All right. All right, here's what we're looking for. Here's the setup we're looking for. I'm gonna go to SPY for example, right? Because for SPY I do trade option, but for the individual stocks I trade shares, and I only trade to go long. I don't short stocks. All right, here we go. All right, so what we're looking for is this setup. Ready for this? We trade VWAP. This is a very simple strategy, and we trade VWAP. So whenever you look at it, just focus on the VWAP. All right, there's 3 steps to my strategy: a break, a close, a retest, and then we enter that retest. Right? We enter that retest. So this for example right here, this is a break, because not this right is a break. This is technically a break right here. This is a break. A break is like where the candles are in between the VWAP. That's a break. The next thing I look for is a 5-minute close. All right, this is the 5-minute close. And the third one is that entry, the the a break, a close, and a retest, and we enter that retest. So we got a break, we got a close above, and we wait for that retest. Tap to the VWAP or as close as we can, but it's right here. So still have a big gap. We don't enter that one, right? Let's keep moving on, right? All right, here we go. Here we got a break, we got a close, and now we wait for a retest. Oh, there's almost. There's still a gap. We don't do that one. Take a look at this beauty. This is our retest right here. So we buy puts right here. We load up puts right here, and we have a stop loss about, I would say, either here. Sorry, I meant to say right here. So my stop loss would be right here, this wick. I just look for the closest wick that's a little bit away from the VWAP. I look at that and I just place my stop loss there. So this would have been our risk right here, up to here, and our reward. Look at this. Yeah, this strategy tends to repeat a bit more often than you think, and we just simply relax and wait. With that said, I don't trade the first 20 minutes. First 15 to 20 minutes, I generally don't trade. So we've still got some time for us to trade SPY here to wait for our setup. Until then, relax. That's it. Right now, by the way, as you can see the top of the screen, what you're seeing is a stock that I own for long term. Well, it's actually more of a swing here. It's a stock that I know I just did a quick swing on. I bought an option, one option contract, and it's doing pretty well. So let's disregard that. I'm not that's not our that's not the position we're in for day trading. I just don't know how to only see the current position that I take. But yeah, we're gonna have to do that for now. But don't worry though, once I take a trade, that will get moved out and then the actual trade that I'm in, that I placed today, it's gonna be the one that we're gonna be seeing. All right, cool. Let's focus on watching SPY here. Looks like it's making a lot of attempts to break above water, pre-market low. As you can see, it's a massive wick up here. Buyers are really scooping this up. Are they gonna bring this above the VWAP? We'll see. We got 5, 10, 15 right now. All right, we're on Peloton. We're ready to buy once we get a close. Again, remember the strategy? You have a break, we look for a close, and then we go for the retest. So this body of candle needs to close above the VWAP, where it's currently at right now. It's above the VWAP. Once we have that, and the next candle opens around here and starts to retrace down, I will be buying. I'll buy it, and then I'll have a stop loss here, right? We have to make sure that this candle, when it closes above. If it doesn't, we don't trade this. It's that simple. It's a very simple strategy. Follow it to a T, and you're good. Yes, is there those chances where the setup is there and everything and the trade goes against you? Yeah. There's no strategy that's 100%. All right? There's no strategy that's 100%. You just need a good strategy that has a higher probability and you're good. All right, here we go. Peloton is still holding above, so we're going to be waiting for this close here. Here we go. We got 1 more minute into this close, and we're going to be buying as close as we can to that VWAP. And the VWAP price right now is 564. We're going in around that 564 range here. Our stop loss will likely be over here. Right here. 562-ish. Or 560, I would say. 560 probably. All right, here we go. Beautiful move up right now. Peloton. Well, we got to close, and then we're going to go ahead and buy this. We just bought Peloton right now. We bought Peloton. We're going to be selling off. If Peloton starts to move below here, we're going to be getting out. All right? We're in Peloton right now. We're trying to add more into the position as it goes down. That's our plan. Right? That's our plan. We got a 66. All right, here we go. Come on, give me a dip. More dip, please. Okay, got a 66. Oh, it's doing really well. Go ahead and say hello. All right, we're in Peloton right now. We're not really making much money here. There's no move above up or down. Struggling. But we're in the move right now. We will be getting out of this position in 2 conditions, right? 2 conditions. Number 1, if it goes below here, this is our stop loss right here. All right, and number 2, we're gonna scale off some here at that 70 range. That's our first major spot. I know it's a bit too early to probably sell. Oh, wait a minute. You actually don't see, oh, yeah, you do see the, all right. Let me make sure I get off on the basis of 2. We're up $30 right now. So we need to sell a little bit off here at that 70. The more we get close to that 70 range, I will be scaling up. Okay, we're pretty near 70 right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get 200 out. All right. All right, it's really rejecting here. I could add to my position here. Let me go ahead and do that. Let me make sure that I start to get out if it goes against me. I got in. All right, we're at 55 right now. We can definitely buy here again. Let me go ahead and add this in. It's a beautiful trade here. Again, this is our stop loss right here. This is our stop loss at 62. We go to that 62, we're going to get out of the position. All right? 62, we're out of the position, all right? It's that simple. Don't look at the P&L, focus on your strategy, right? 62, we're out. It's retracing and that's fine. You know what I can do? Just to, what you can do here, you can just go ahead and do a stop loss. You don't have to be involved emotionally. Oh, market, what the heck? Seems like I can't even sell anymore. Buy, sell. All right, can only sell them. Let me go ahead and place my, some reason there's a technical difficulty with Weibo here. Because I'm not able to place, not able to change the order to stop loss. So I'll have to use my phone. That's not good at Weibo. Go ahead and place the stop loss here with Peloton. Go ahead and do a close. Stop. My stop is what? My stop is right here. This beauty right here at that 62, 61. All right, 561 is my stop. And I have how many shares right now? I got 2,000 shares in a 561 stop. All right, let me go ahead and place that 561. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a stop at 561. All right, cool. I placed my stop. And now we can not have to worry about the move. Not emotionally involved in it. Can look around for other opportunities here. Remember, this is our stop. I'll go ahead and mark it for you guys. By the way, in terms of selling, there are two conditions that we sell. I'm gonna get to that real quick. This is our stop right here. Activate. Price goes below here, we're out. Bet 61, I said. I always put like one below. So there's two conditions. Number one, if it hits our stop loss. Number two, if the body closes, if the one we were in, the candle we're in, closes below the VWAP. So it did it. So a break. Right? You guys following me so far? So there's two conditions that we sell. We get out of the positions. Number one, a break. We have a break on the candle that we were in. We don't have a break here, right? We would have sold this immediately, this position, had this candle close between the VWAP. Since it didn't, then the next condition is what? A next condition would be our stop loss. And that's that. It's that simple. We let this play out, do its thing. That's it. Right now, SPY. Oh, by the way, take a look at this. Remember I said SPY? We're gonna be taking we're gonna be doing a retest here. We just got the retest. We could have placed a put here, but we were in that position, so we can't, double dip. We can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. Let's focus on the position we're currently in for now. I'm sorry. So it's not doing too well so far. I can see this position going against me, to be honest. And after all, we did reject to move above the pre-market high. So I can definitely see this position going against me and going to my stop loss or maintaining above. So we don't know which one. We just we don't know what's gonna happen the next time. So we just follow our rules. That's it. That is it. All right, that is it. Let me see where we are right now. We're still $45 down. We took a slight profit, not a lot, probably, I don't know, $5. But so far it has not hit our stop loss yet. And those are the two conditions we sell. The move is retracing, but again, it's just retracing to the it's just retracing to the 9. Nothing too special, but I will be very keeping in mind at this level here at the 70. So I do have to prepare for that sell. 200 here. Let me do that. Let me just prepare for that here. This is the 9. I'm gonna ease off a little bit here on this 9 EV test. Just a little bit. Again, I just took just $200 out at this 9 EV test here. But so far we're still good on the position. We're still good on the position. I'm gonna go ahead and place back my stop loss. It's important that we do that. Thing about stop loss is just more of a mental thing, so your emotions not involved too much. Because you want to trade robotically, to be honest, when it comes to trading. Really, you want to just trade like that. I got what? How many shares in we're still right now? I got 1,800 shares in with the stop loss at 561 still. Yer. Let's place that. All right, cool. We went ahead and we placed our stop loss. I took a little bit off the position when he hit that when he went up to the 9E. I mainly did that because there's still some level of struggle here in trying to move up, but so far we're still okay. We're still good in the position. Big wick here is trying to basically buyers are trying to essentially grab up this supply here, this supply dump right here. That's what's going on. If more buyers steps in to take over this supply dump right here, the price is gonna move up. That's all there's to it. Let's hop over to SPY real quick because this is just doing its thing. And that's fine, let it do its thing. It's placing the highs and the lows with SPY here. Alright, let's go ahead and go back to this bad boy. Alright, what do we see right now, right? This one, we could definitely say a sell right here because if you can see, we have a body that closed. We have a break, so we would get out of this position. So let's go ahead and get out of this position. Let's go ahead and add in our want to get out as close as we can get out this position here before it hits our stop. Oh, okay, it's probably gonna hit our stop loss, and that's fine. Oh, we didn't hit our stop loss. It's moved up. But I'm gonna go ahead and ease off this position. To be honest, I'm gonna ease it off. I'm gonna ease it out. I'm gonna get 800 out of here, out of my break even. Looks like it's doing well at the same time. It's a very good one. Following my rule, I'll definitely say I might have to get out of this position. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just follow my rule. I just eased that by a lot. I eased off. I took out 800 here. Took out majority of my shares right now. So far, we're still okay with the position. I'm gonna maintain this 1,000 shares in. Here we go. It's gonna be another test here. We might reject this one, so we'll see what happens. Oh, we're not rejecting it. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna scale off slowly here. I'm waiting for that 70 retest. We're getting there. It took stuff right now. All right. I am comfortable holding $800. Oh, I mean 800 shares. That's funny. We're up slightly. Nothing too special here. Yeah, we're getting to that. All right, cool. We are now moving up. I'm gonna go ahead and sell a little bit here. 200 off. So we got to that 70 right now. Looks like that supply got picked up. Oh, boop, boop, boop. There's more dump right here. This supply. That's why I'm selling at this major levels. That's why we mark levels, right? That's why we mark levels. This is very clear that there's a supply dump here. But buyers are gonna likely gonna take over it, especially seeing this body here above the 9. You know, this move looks like it wants to move up, but again, we wait patiently. That's all you can do. So far, we're okay with the position. We're not really making a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie, and that's fine. And and you know, for this trade at least, this trade is to be honest, it just needs more time. Yeah, this trade is fine. All right, let me take a look at where we are right now with profit and all that stuff. All right, we're actually down by $10. Yeah. All right. This is so far looking good, but I do want to see this body close above here. If this body close above here after this 5 minute ends and the next retest, I will go ahead and add more to the position. That's what I will be doing. You know, especially, yeah, this is so far looks good. So far this looks good. Okay, we're at that 69.70 range right now. That first, so I'm gonna go ahead and cool off a little bit here and get 200 out. It's 69 here. All right, cool. We're right now in just 400 shares position. The next candle we get a retest to view up, I will be loading up because yeah, this is a beautiful trade. I get it, right? Had I held on to my major shares that I was in originally, I would probably we made a lot more money. But that's not how this game works, guys. You know, I'm reading the chart and I take decision right what's in front of me. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. Yes, I can learn some studies and all that stuff to understand what's likely gonna happen, all that stuff. But no, I'm gonna leave that to the study. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and buy this 9 ETH here. I'm adding to our position right now. Added. Go ahead and start to move. Add up. Let's see. It starts to move up. All right, here we go. Kind of wish I added 500 instead of 200. I didn't know I had 200 in Q. Shares wise. So far on this trade, we're only down $7 so far, as of right now. As you know, realized. If we get a move down here, that 67, I will be adding a bit more. While we're at it, if we take a look at SPY here, SPY is looking good. We got a break here, and guess what? Well, you know what's next after this break? A 5 minute close above. And thirdly, we will be buying a call on a retest. Right now, we're currently on this position with Peloton, so our focus is a bit divided up, so we can't do that. And it's always important to give 100% focus on what you can do because Yeah, you don't want to do that. Until you really like, I guess get to a position you can do that. That takes a bit more time. And I don't think I'm in that position right now. So I'm gonna wait until this position is closed for me to focus on SPY. All right. Or unless I have, well, I guess I do have very small amount of shares. That should be fine. All right, cool. Um, I'm gonna look into taking a position with SPY. So that would mean I'll be having two positions in play. Normally I don't do that, but if I do a stop loss on Peloton, we should be golden here. So let's take a look at Peloton here real quick. Oh yeah, we're actually on the screen. We're up right now $20, and we're actually at that level, at that 700, at that 70. We're really trying to break this barrier here. 570 barrier. That's what we're doing right now. We're really trying. We got 2 more minutes into the. Oh, it broke. Look at that. That's beauty. Let's go ahead and cool off a little bit here. Let's go ahead and get 200 out at this area. Let's go ahead and sell 200. Let's go ahead and sell 200. This is moving really well in our favor. And I look forward to trading SPY here after this position. This is a really great position. Easy trade. Very simple. Yes, we were a little bit spooked out in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, and that's fine. I don't regret it. I'm glad I took those decisions I took because that's following my rule. When I see a close, normally I would be closing the whole position out, but this one told me, I should be fine. At least ease it off. I lost a little bit of confidence on it, and so I eased it off because I have to follow my rule. My rule told me, hey, this looks like it's going to go in our direction based on this. We make sure we follow our rule, right? Let me go ahead and ease this position more off. Oh, look at that. I'm actually off the. I'm off trade here with Peloton, and we made on this trade, we made $20. Right, on this trade we made $20. Let's go ahead and go to our this bad boy here. Peloton is doing really well. Yeah, it's doing really well, We made $20. We're gonna call it, we're gonna call it. All right, so we're gonna be doing a call option here with we're gonna be doing a call option with SPY here because we got a break. We got a 5-minute close above. It looks like we're about to get a 5-minute close above, and now we wait for that retracement retest. That's what we wait for, and that's it. This is very simple, very dandy, very chill. We had a successful trade right now with Peloton. This was our first trade. All right. So we got 1 more minute here into our close. And the next candle that starts to like dabble around that VWAP, we'll be buying calls. All right, let me make sure I get that prepared so you guys can see. Again, please ignore that current PNL. All right, oh, I just missed it. I do gotta buy this. All right, I just missed it. It's fine. There we go. Now we're in. Now we're in. All right, we are in. We're 10 contracts in right now. I'm willing to continue buying if we go to that VWAP. I'm gonna go ahead and buy more here. And that's that. And then I will be ready and prepared to sell out of this position if we move below here. Below this line right here, we're gonna be starting to move out of the position. Below this line. So watch this line, all right? We're gonna put our red here. Watch the red. As you start to, well, that's a little too tight for, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little too tight. So we're gonna go ahead and ease this position off here because we are now at a pre-market high. Oops, wrong button. I need to sell out of this position. Oh shoot, I missed it. Technical issue, I missed it. I missed to sell at the $67 range. All right, here we go. Now we're gonna go ahead and ease this position up. All right, we're gonna just okay, I did took a bit more off. All right, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is a great trade, but unfortunately, I was going through a little bit of a technical issue here with the Weibo. I don't like that, and that kind of took my attention off. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this position with that 42. You know, because I'm now emotionally involved. I don't like that. I don't feel like that. Yes, we made money, but at the same time, I can't be in that clouded state of anything. I'm very careful of anything that's increasing my emotions and clouding me. Yes, we made money on this trade. We can certainly could have made a lot more money, but I don't accept that happened. Right? All right, cool. We're out of this position. Let me tell you where we're currently at right now with profit and loss wise. We did really well on this position. We could have probably made $100 in this position. But all right, cool. So we're up $80 on the day. $80 on the day, just like that, just like that. We're up $80 on the day. We did very well. It's a very chill trading day today. Very simple, very easy. Yes, could I still get in on this position? Yeah, I could. Yeah, this position looks really nice, actually, to be honest. I can definitely get in on this position again. But I do want to see very close, tight to that VWAP, though. Again, ignore that. Oh, I guess I'm not even buying anymore. So I did not decide to buy this movie's. I mean, Spy is doing really well. Let's be honest here. All right, cool. Here's what we can do though. Let's go ahead and go to Roblox. We take a look at right now. We're up $80 on the day. This trade, we could have been up probably 120 on the day. All right, maybe 150 on the day. But nope. Weebo had to do some shit. Okay, I shouldn't be going hard on Weebo. I'm not gonna lie. Weebo is really nice. But no, I didn't appreciate that shit. I ain't gonna lie. All right, cool. Let's take a look at Roblox real quick. Roblox is showing our trade. Roblox is showing our trade here. All right. Look at this beauty here. All right, so we got to close here. Take a look at this, all right? We got to break, I should say. We got to break right here. We got to break. All right? We got to break. And now we're about to get a close above the VWAP. And so guess what we're going to be doing? We're going to be buying. Yeah, we're going to be buying. Focus on Roblox here. All right? So we got what? One more minute into the 5-minute close here. Now let's prepare Roblox in queue. All right, let's go ahead and just do 100 for this one. And then our VWAP is right here, that 38.23 range. The closer we can get to that level, the ideal. 38.27. I'm gonna get 38.27. Spy is doing really well. Yes, I was emotionally heated because of that little, whatever. But still. All right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and buy real quick here before he moves up against. Only about 200 shares or 100 shares, I should say, on Roblox. Do want to get as much I can closer to 29. If I can get a 29, I'll enter. Come on, come on. Give me a dip. 34, come on. Give me a dip. Give me the 20s. Late 20s. I'll take it. I'll take the late 20s. I'm looking for a dip between these, here and here for me to buy, Here is what, 29? So I want to get in around that 29 range. Right now, it's really nothing special. The move is still within that range. I mean, it's not moving up. We just gotta wait. We're gonna be loading up here as it goes down. Yes, I can probably add more into this position, but no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. We don't want to overtrade. Right now I took what? How many trades that I took today? Maybe 3 trades. This is probably my 4th one. You can kind of ease off the gas, basically. All right. Ease off the gas. I'm only in 100 shares in this position. Nothing too special for me. But We just kick back, relax. I'm willing to get out of this whole position out here at this level. This level here. I'm willing to add more though, so it goes down. If it goes down, I'm adding more. All right, I'm adding more as it goes down. We got a 33. I do want to see that here. I do want to see this, that 24. If I can see that 24, I will load up on this position. And I have a tight stop loss, of course, below here. All right, here we go. We got a 30. All right. All right, we got a 30. I'll go ahead and add in here in this 30. I added 100 in on this 30 here. Are we going to see more move down? $20s. All right, here we go. Oh, I missed that one. All right, that's fine. Okay, let me move in. Since this is probably going to be my last trade, to be honest, let me just, just do this real quick here. So this is here. I'll be buying here, and I'll be getting out of this area. If this thing starts to go below here, I'm just going to call it a day. Really. If this thing starts to move below this here, I'll call it a day. But I'll be buying it as it goes towards it, though. If it starts to move outside of it, I'll be getting out of it. This is just, a little marker for stop loss. Visual display of a stop loss. I'm 200 shares in the position. Here we go. Okay, we got in the 29 range. I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. Oh shoot, I got in. Oh, perfect, I got in. All right, you can even buy in more here. All right, now I can say I'm actually heavy in this position. I'm now invested in the position. Of course, any trade that I put in, I'm invested. All right, here we go. Here we go with Roblox. Here we go. Right? Right now it's doing a 90 retest, and that's fine. We got the VWAP just below it, and that's fine. The next buying is probably going to be on the VWAP. All right, let's go ahead and let's get in on 100 to 100 here. All right, here we go. And then our stop loss, gonna go in here. Okay, it's at our stop loss. I got in. I'm gonna go ahead and place. Just gonna get out of this position here. It starts to move against me. Here. All right, it actually technically went against my stop loss. And I guess that was, I can say, 2 type of stop loss. I'm willing to do. Ah, man, it's a really hard one. All right. Guess perhaps I was too tight. Maybe I should have just said here. You know what? Yeah, this would be our stop loss. I think that was too tight of a stop loss, to be honest, for this position. All right, we're not looking too good here on this trade, by the way, guys. All right, cool. We do gotta get out of this position because we have a close. So let me go ahead and start to get out of this position. We're gonna take this out. We're gonna call it. We're gonna close the position. All right, I think we're probably down again on the day. I probably will say now we're out of the position. I think now we made $80. We probably lost 100, so we're probably down 200 in a day. And this is day trading, guys. This is day trading. There. This is day trading, all right? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This right here, I got a little bit spooked. I'm not gonna lie, I did. I think I gotta do better in following, either deciding on how to, when to sell, to be honest. I think I need to get better at that. For real. And I'm gonna work into that. I'm gonna be doing some journaling, I think right now we're probably down on the day now as a result of this mess up. And that's fine. All right, we're actually underwater, actually. Never mind. We're actually down $70 or so on the day. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. And that's okay. This position was clearly in our favor. This would have been our stop loss because it's a beautiful wick here. And of course, my two conditions of selling are what? Let me just give you this screen here. Yeah, my two conditions of selling are what? You know, a break, or our what's it called? Or our stop loss. So we had a break here. So we had to get out of this position, and that's fine. That's what I did. That's what I did. And that's doing a stop loss. I haven't really like tested throughout times. You know what's the best stop loss? Either doing my stop loss or also having the other condition, which is a break. So as time goes, I might let go of the break and just do the stop loss. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So far, I'm seeing reasons to let go of that condition where I need to also sell the break. But we'll see as time goes, as I get more sharpened, what seems to be more ideal. Um, SPY is also looking good. So I'm gonna get the put prepared here for SPY. After this 5-minute close here, we got 1 more minute here. 1 more minute. And anything near, okay, I can probably get rid of this now. Not that we don't need it. Remove this. So our next candle that starts to hover around here, we'll go ahead and place a put. I'm a little surprised though, I'm not gonna lie. I really just thought we are gonna be done just to $20. We're actually down the exact amount we were up. We were up around $80 and now we're down $75. So we're back to square one basically. Actually no, actually underwater, basically. It's not even square one. Which is fine. Don't let that hover you too much, alright? We're following our rule, period. We're following our rule. So I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, I don't know if I want to go against this though. I was gonna place a put here. I'm a little scared of this doji. I don't know if I want to go against this doji. I'm gonna hold off on this one. Alright? I'm gonna hold off on this one. Yeah, I want to hold off on this one. This looks sus. Can't be going against this. I'd rather just wait for a break above at this point. Yeah, let me just do that because I don't want to go against this. I was gonna place a put here, but after seeing this candle, I don't know if I want to do that. This candle I think, is a very bullish candle. Let me take a look at the 30 minutes here before we go against that candle. All right, so far so good. Interesting. I had a rejection on that 9. Looks like buyers are now in control, as you can clearly see. This candle is really coming up. This is the amount of sellers that dumped it, and now, sellers are really involved right now, scooping all this up. All right, so we have a break. So now we wait. Wait for a 5-minute close above and we trade. We sit back, we relax, we wait. All right, cool. We have a close above. So we have a break. Now we're going to wait for this candle to close above. Can we buy this? Yeah. But is it our strategy? No. We wait for a 5-minute close above. This is a break. Now this candle needs to close above this VWAP. All right, here we go. We got 1 more minute. 1 more minute into this close. Here we go. Here we go. 1 more minute here. We want to see this area. We want to see that 471. 471 range. 471. We also got 471.65, 471.72. That's what we're looking for. Any retracement to the VWAP, basically. I don't care what the price. I just need any retracement to the VWAP. This is beautiful right here. Are we going to get it? That would be great. If we don't get it, we're not going to chase. We're going to call it a day. That's it. Right? It's going to suck if we don't get it. I ain't going to lie. All right, I'm going to just enter lightly here. Step 2 closer to the, I just enter lightly. All right, here we go. I entered on the 9. I entered on the 9. Generally, I like to wait a bit. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And I'm gonna enter. Oh, I missed that. I missed it. Shoot. Yeah, I missed it. Come on, yes. I'm actually kind of heavy in this position. Low key, guys. Low key, low key. All right, we are getting a retest by the way, and I'm actually buying these retests to the VWAP. Let's go. Come on. Here we go. Add more to that VWAP retest here. Right, our stop loss will be below that wick, as you guys can see. There we go. Below that wick, we're gonna start to reconsider getting out of the position and call it a day with a major loss. Right, right here. We don't want to go below here for sure. We don't want to do that. Just keep it in mind. Anything below here, I mean, I wouldn't say here. Here's too close to the VWAP. Let's not do the same mistake as last time. So maybe like right here. Right, this would be our sell-off. All right. If we start to move below that area, we're gonna just get out of the position. Really, it's a really major dump. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit surprised I dumped this low. Okay, we got our wick up. There we go. See what happens here. We're gonna move up. Beautiful wick. All right, we're doing really well in this session. All right, here we go. Wow, beautiful here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, we made it. We followed our rule. We followed it to the T. And right now, I just sold off. I sold off. I had 25 contract in, and now I only got 5 in. Now I only got 5 in, you know? I only got 5 in. When it, something like this, I gotta get off. My next, as you can see, is I'm selling based on 5. To move like this, I want to just scale it off slowly. So I'm gonna go ahead and go here real quick and move it to 1, just to kind of slowly scale off. So sort of do that. So far, so good. I'm gonna get 1 out just because $4. I'll take it. All right, I think we can confidently be in this position. Again, guess what we did on this position right now? Guess what we did? What we did right now in this position, we fixed the errors that we did earlier, which is what? We were too tight in our stop loss. We were too tight in our stop loss. I probably would say that's what we did here. We're up 280 some dollars. Like, we're doing really well in this position, right? We're doing really well. I went ahead and sold off again. It's because it looks, oh wow, we're up $300. How is that? I have no idea how that is. But on our option trading today, we're up $300. Let's go. That is awesome. Like, look at that turnaround right now. We only got 3 contracts in place right now. But again, this was no longer going to be our stop loss now. Our stop loss is actually going to be, I'm going to go ahead and do this here. All right. We are doing really well in this position. We're up right now, $50 again. We're up 3 contracts in place. We're doing really, really, really well. We're up. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of 1 more. I took 1 more contract out. We got 2 in place. Got 2 in place. We're letting this ride. We're letting these 2 ride. Let's go. Strategy works. Yes, there are times we get flustered, We get flustered. It's fine. We have to just have the confidence. We move forward. That's it. Right? We got 1 contract in place right now. It's probably gonna do a retest to that 9. It may not do it. It might do it. But I'll be getting out of it anything out below the 90. All right? That's my final execution here. I'm gonna get out if we start to move below the 90, period. Right? So the 90 right now is this no longer my stop. Right here is gonna be here's the 90 right here, right? If the price goes below the 90, we're out. This move looks too powerful. It looks like it's likely gonna continue moving up. We're gonna hold on to these two contracts as runner contract. We're gonna execute to sell them if it goes against us by passing the 90. That's our plan right now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're up $320 for the day. You know, we had a choppy in the beginning. We still followed our rule. That's fine. Don't get flustered. That's fine. Even though we did, low key. Low key, we did. Yo, that's probably one of my best live day trading I've ever experienced. I'm not gonna lie. I really came a long way. I'm telling you, I've came a long way in having this ability to, be in control and be relaxed and not have emotions get to me. I mean, I got really mad at the Weibo. I had to I had to get out of the position that I'm winning because my emotions were now in has been upticked. I can't do that. I got out, even though I don't need to. I got out because I understand that even if it was the move was against me, I probably would have been in back in the day at least. All the same. All right, cool. We're up. We are flying right now. So now we have to look into our next major spots to get one contract out. Right? So I probably would say right here. Right here looks reasonable. We take a look at this. So right here, we start to move up to this area. We're going to get out. So now we have it in place what we're going to be doing. All right? We have now two conditions set. We have three conditions set in place. We got four conditions set in place. No. We got two. We got two conditions for us to sell out of this position. All right? First one is right here, this level. We're done. Right? The second one is right here, this level. We're done. We're out. Either one, we're out. Either one, we're out. That's it. We're out. What I can do right now, because I'm very confident that it's probably not going to hit here, I'm probably going to move this up to this level here. All right? Let's go ahead and move this up here. I don't think we need to do... we already got the money we need to get. We're fine. We're fine. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're up $40 again. We're up $40. I don't know how the hell we got up so much. $320. I'm a bit surprised. I'm a bit surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little surprised on that. I guess I'm not too surprised. We were really moving up a lot. I mean, $320. Come on. Come on, right? Come on. I don't know if you guys can see this very well. And our option trade right now, right? For stocks today, we took a little bit of an L for $75. We called it a day with it. All right, cool. We're now retracing back to that stop loss. We're gonna go ahead and get one out of here. We have to follow our rule. We gotta follow our rule. We're fine. We follow our rule here. We only got one contract in place. If this thing starts to move down, I took one out right now. I took one out because it did touch our it touched. I don't know if you guys can actually see this trade here. Let me zoom it in. Better? Yeah, it did touch it. I took one out. That's what I did. I got only one in place right now. We really don't care what this one does. We've already made our money. This is just a runner, really. And we're up $330 on the day. Let's go. Come on. What? What? Your boy a little excited right now. All right, cool. We're moving below it, so we're going to get out of this position. We're done. We're done for the day. Come on. We're done. We followed our rule to the T. We got out of the position because we had two conditions in place for us to sell this position. Yes. Could we still had the original idea where, nah, bro, let's wait. We get to the 9 below? Yes, we could have done it. But we're fine. You know what I mean? We're good. We're good. I think we're fully out of the position. Yeah, we're fully out of the position. We're done. Yes, I get it. Could we have done that? Yes, but it's important to take your money. I don't negotiate with profits. I don't do that shit. I'm taking my profit. Where I say I'm gonna take, we're done. I'm very quick to take profits. I'm gonna call it. Right now we really went all the way to that 90. With that original, we probably wouldn't need to sell. But we're gonna keep it at this. We're fine. This is a great day trading strategy. Easy, Simple, right? Simple. Guess what? I'm done for the day now. Typically, I probably would do 4 trades. We had a bit of a crazy for those 2 trades. We're fine. We did well. We did great. Let's go. All right, we're gonna call it a day. This is called Rizz trading, right? Let me explain to you why I call Rizz trading before I go. All right, this is called Rizz trading out here. This is called what? Rizz trading. And we get the number. So Rizz comes from the word charisma. We have confident, right? What do we have in confident of? We have a confident of our strategy. We got a confidence on our strategy, right? You're gonna go into the marketplace with set strategy. You're gonna go in the marketplace, right? And you only focus on your strategy and you follow your rule to the T, right? It's very similar in, chatting with chicks, right? You see a girl that you like at a party, what do? You move. You make a move. You present your interest. Hey, how's it going? How are you? You know? Chop it up a little bit. What do you think about this and this? Talk about the party, what's going on? And then be like, hey, I'm behind it with you. Um, you seem very interesting, right? Here's my number. You're gonna tell her, here's my number, bro. Right? Because guess what? You're gonna filter, only focus on high interest. Just focus on high interest. But with that said, bro, I'm trying to relate this to stocks, right? You're gonna go to the marketplace with confidence, with set strategies, go in there, and you know what to do in either outcomes, right? If the move goes in your favor, you know what to do. If the move goes on your favor, you know what to do. In this case, you go to the party. She said no. You know what you say? Hey, listen, take it as a compliment. And you move. You walk away. You're done. You're done. You're done. You don't need any of that. And now that girl respects you, your confidence, your charisma. And at the end of the day, you said to her, hey, listen, take it as a compliment. Take care. Respectful as fuck. Done. Right? Same thing into the marketplace when it comes to trading. You trade your strategy. Things happen not to be going on your favor, and that's fine. You're gonna go ahead and cut it off. That's it. You don't cry and all that stuff and ooh. You don't need to do that. You're done. Alright, we're done. I hope that makes sense. That analogy is a little too funny here. We're $340 on the day. We're done. We're done, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Right? Let's go. $340. Let's go. Alright, take care, everybody. Hope you guys all enjoyed this live stream. I look forward to continuing live streams. I look forward to that. I'm not gonna lie. I really do look forward to that. I really enjoyed this live streaming. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, take care, everybody. Hope you found this beneficial. And yeah.